So once again tonight, I say big welcome to everybody. My name is Adetola-Freeman, and this is our weekly market review. So right about now, I'm just going to jump into the charts so that we can get started without further ado. So tonight we're going to be starting with some currency pairs. We're going to take a look at, as usual, we're going to formulate a bias for the major currency indices. All right, we're going to take a solid evaluation of them in order to formulate a bias as to the direction that they might be headed for the week, and then from there we can analyze the commodities themselves. So we're going to be starting with AXY, which is simply the index for the Australian dollar, which is AUD. All right, we're going to do an analysis on that quickly. Then from there, we do BXY, which is the pound index. Then we go to CXY, which is the CAD index. Then we go to DXY, which is the dollar index. And then we do, I think, EXY, which is the euro index, if we can. All right, I recall that this was our initial bias on AXY. All right, and currently it seems like, for those of you who, the charts seem a little bit scattered, just accept it the way it is. This is how I analyze it. So what we're looking at right now is AXY. And as far as I'm concerned, we seem to have started a kind of bullish trend. All right, let me see on the weekly time frame if we're at any interesting levels. All right, so on the weekly time frame, we've seen that we are in this overall downtrend. All right, we're on this overall downtrend. We've been on that overall downtrend for a while. And prices formed this channel. We've broken out of that channel. We've come back for a retest. So we might be seeing further bearish continuation on the AXY. All right, we might be seeing further bearish continuation on the AXY. So currently, my bias for Australian dollar is a bearish bias. All right, that's my current bias on AXY. Apologies, I'm trying to just document a couple of things so that I can run a more detailed comparative analysis. So currently the outlook on AXY is bearish. So we're expecting some bearish momentum on AXY, all right, on the AUD index, all right. So for commodities like GBPUSD and the likes, we'll be expecting some degree of bullish impulse on those commodities, all right. So next up, let's go to BXY, which is the pound index. All right, so let's see. Okay, beautiful. I see that I already have a trend line there. Yeah, so also on BXY, we might be seeing some bearish momentum because we've seen this this change of character. So we what we have now is a retest of this zone on the weekly time frame, and then price is currently dropping lower, all right, from this other block that was formed as a result of this rejection. So we might be seeing some further bearish momentum on BXY, all right. So let's look at CXY, which is for CAD, all right, the Canadian dollar. The index for the Canadian dollar is the CXY index, all right. So let's quickly see what that's all about right now. All right, so we have that trend line. We've seen price make some interesting movements. This is the area that I'm looking at. So we might see some bearish momentum on CXY till it gets to this level. As you can see, I've had that level marked for a while now. I'm expecting price to drop into this level so that we can have a kind of bullish continuation. Let's see the daily time frame. All right, so let's see how that plays out. So my overall bias on CXY, based on what I'm seeing on the weekly time frame, is also quite bearish. All right, and then I want to see what price does at this level. Okay. So let's look at DXY. All right, this is on the daily time frame dollar index, which is the DXY. Let me reduce the thickness on that. All right, so we have DXY, and then we might be seeing some bullish impulse on DXY as a result of the fact that we have broken and retested this level. All right, so let me go to the daily. Let's see what the daily looks like. Okay, so we have that trend line, and where price is currently, I want to see some bullish movement that far. All right, so the DXY, we have some bullish expectation. All right, I don't know if we should do EXY and see what the euro looks like. All right, so let's see. So on EXY, we're seeing, I have a bullish expectation at least. We might see, sorry. Um, all right, so that's for EXY. So we might see probably, maybe not this much, probably something like this, just a little more. But on the overall, I think that EXY might still be bullish because on the daily time frame, this impulse is quite strong. So we might be seeing something like this. All right, this is it. So I think price has completed that. So we might be seeing some bullish impulse, or worst case scenario, we might come back this low. All right, we might come that low, something like that. Anyways, so that's for EXY. All right, shit. Let's take a look at I believe we can all hear me, please. Mr. Emmanuel, you're always asking me about gold. I think I might check. Don't worry, just what we do at meetings like this is to just formulate a bias, a trading bias, all right? So it's not, for those of you who are still learning, please don't rush it, all right? Just follow the process. This is basically to help everybody just have a bias, especially for those who currently trade the markets, all right? Those who currently have trading accounts or trade the markets, all right? So it's not something that you compulsorily have to follow through, but it's basically to show you my analysis process, how I run through my analysis, all right? And then so that you can learn a couple of things from it, all right, to corroborate the things that you're currently learning also in the course of the training. So let's look at GBPUSD. Because currently we have a bullish bias on dollar and a bearish bias on pound, which means that we're looking for bullish entries on GBPUSD. All right, possible bullish entries on GBPUSD. This was an analysis on GBPUSD that already played out. All right, but nonetheless, I expect price to come this far. All right, let me remove all the drawings I have right now. All right, let's see. So currently, because for pound, the bearish momentum might not really be that strong, is why we're seeing this current consolidation. So let's go to the 4 hours time frame, GBPUSD. All right, 4 hours time frame, GBPUSD, we have a whole lot of consolidations around this area. All right, a whole lot of consolidation around this area. We're seeing something like that around here. All right, we're seeing something like this around that point. So we should be seeing at worst. All right, we should be seeing at worst something like this. All right, something like this. All right, in the worst case scenario. So what I usually advocate for is that at least you do your own due diligence to be able to follow up on this analysis, all right? So that wherever you are with your charts, you can also go through these things and, you know, follow them, follow the bias, follow everything, and then know what exactly to expect from the market, all right? So for the person that has been asking me about XAUUSD, let's see what XAUUSD looks like. Since we already have a bullish bias on the dollar index, all right, I've seen price approach this strong order block. We're still in a bullish trend. Let's see. All right, so let's see. We're currently at a very interesting zone. All right, so I want to see what price does around here. Possibly if price is going to come this way, all right, and then give us some further bullish confirmation, all right, or if possibly price is going to continue bullish, come this way and do this, based on the fact that our bias currently on dollar is bullish on the overall, all right. So currently, if you have any commodities that you would like me to quickly run through the analysis, you can also drop it in the chat box right now, all right. If you have any pair or any commodity that you want me to give you a directional bias on, quickly drop that in the chat box so that we can run through that ASAP. All right, because these sessions are majorly for people who already currently trade all right, so that they have a bias that they can work with throughout the week and just do lower time frame analysis to confirm their entries. All right. And for those who are learning, it's also really cool to be able to see practical applications of the things that I have already been teaching you guys in the private groups. All right. Our private sessions, you can begin to see some of these things play out. All right. Let's see Euro USD. All right, let's see. All right. I think we already did GBPUSD. We already treated GBPUSD. We looked at GBPUSD just now. I'm going to come to USDCHF. All right, so we're already seeing this bearish movement, all right, as analyzed. So currently, I want to see, because as you can see, these are analysis that I've done since several weeks back. Let me delete some of them. All right, so currently we are at a really interesting zone. So like I said, Euro is currently bearish, all right? Euro is currently bearish, yes. And then the dollar is quite bullish, all right? So we might be seeing some further continuation of this bearish momentum up to probably somewhere around that area, all right? So we might see something like that on the Euro USD, okay? Might be seeing something like that on Euro USD, or possibly we might have price do something like this. All right, something like this. All right, something like that. All right, so right now we'll go to USDCHF. All right, let's go to USDCHF. All right, let's see. This is the daily time frame. We have a bullish bias on USD. So that might influence our decisions a little bit. All right, so let's see. Okay, let's see. All right, so we're seeing this bearish movement on USD right now, all right, USD CHF, which means that we might be seeing some strength on the CHF, all right. There's a really, really nice zone here, but we might be seeing, we have two alternatives. Is either price breaks this way, all right, either that, or we see price bounce this way, all right, which is not really so visible at the moment, owing to, all right, let me see, it might be visible. This is the 4 hours time frame. We have this here. We have all of this equal lows here. We have equal highs here. So another alternative would be that price comes back, breaks above this, And then we see that. All right. So those are the two options on USD CHF right now. All right. Do we have any other commodity that you want us to look at? Any other commodity that you want us to look at tonight? Just drop it in the chat box. Any other commodity that you're looking at? Any commodity you're looking at? All right. USD card. Right. This is the daily time frame. For each of the options, please and please remember that your point of entry is going to be dependent on your lower time frame confirmations. All right. Use your own personal strategies to devise your entry. All right, to find your own entry on the lower time frame. All right. Yes, definitely, definitely. You need to wait for the conference before you take an entry. All right, as you can see, we've had all of this here right now. All right, so so USD card, this is a possibility. All right. No, please do not use pending orders. Please do not use pending orders. And the reason why I'm saying do not use pending orders is because pending orders, I want you to see confirmations on the lower time frame before taking your entry. All right. If you're going to use pending orders, you're going to be exposing your account to so much risk, all right, and unnecessary drawdown. Okay, so I wouldn't want to advocate for that. All right. So USD card, these are the two possible scenarios. We have this consolidation here. All right. And I don't want to categorically say, oh, this is what is going to happen, because it might take some really some time. All right. It might take a while before the bullish momentum on USD plays out as expected. We can see that there's been this this QML pattern here. All right, so currently I want us to see what price does, but I'm expecting an overall bullish. All right, so let's see ETH-USD as requested. All right, so this is ETH-USD on the daily time frame. All right, so these are the zones. Those are the major zones that we have on ETH-USD. This is another interesting area to watch out for. All right. All right. I want to see what price does first when it gets here. All right. So within that zone, somewhere around there, I want to see price reaction. All right. So let's see 4 hours time frame. All right. So let's see. We might see a bounce from this zone. All right, so let's see what price does around there. Any other commodity you want us to look at? Okay, synthetic indices, V75, V100. Ah, my Oga, you know that one is a secret tool. It's between me and us. Mr. Sheon. All right, I think this was a setup that I dropped in the group a couple of minutes ago. And as you can see, it's playing out amazingly well. It's playing out perfectly well. But let's look at V75. All right, V75. All right, just what I was expecting. I expected V75 to come all the way down to this trend line. All right, and currently I can see that it's at the trend line already. 4 hours time frame, let's see. All right, so I want to see what price does when it gets to somewhere around there. Okay, somewhere around there. Yes, it's possible. However, it's possible. It's possible actually. Yes, yes. You can trade currency, the indices without actually having a background in Forex. It's possible. Let's see. All right, this loads a bit slowly. I don't know why. Synthetic indices charts load a bit slowly. So I don't know. I don't know. Let's quickly look at V100. All right, let's see. All right, synthetic indices are a bit tricky right now. The charts are not loading. I don't know why. So we're going to round up here. All right. I think we've done justice to everybody's requests so far. I think I have. All right. So please and please, we're going to end here. For those of you that have given assignments for the week, please do not hesitate to submit your assignments. I'll be expecting your submissions latest by tomorrow morning. And this is a weekly thing, all right? So every Sunday we do this. We look through the markets together and then we formulate a bias for the markets, all right, for the entire week. So all of the setups that we've looked at tonight, all right, I want you to hold on to them. I want you to go through them in your own, on your own charts, in your own leisure, all right, so that you can follow up on the market movements as it happens, all right? So we can follow up on the movement as it happens. Do we have any other inquiries currently, any other questions or commodities? Majorly Forex. For the synthetic indices, I think I'm going to drop the setups in the group, all right, so that everybody can look through them. All right. Okay. It seems like everybody's satisfied. So thank you very much, everybody, for taking time to join us tonight. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your audience. I really appreciate everybody. So thank you so much and God bless you. Further confirmations might be dropped in the Telegram group, whether or not that is. I want to assure you that these are setups with very high probabilities of playing out. All right. So you can watch out for how markets react around these zones. Okay. You can watch out for how market reacts around those zones. So thank you very much, everybody. I really, really appreciate your time. Thank you for being here. Once again, my name remains Adetola-Freeman, and I'm your host, your friend, and your Forex training mentor. God bless you and have a lovely rest of the week. Bless you.